How do you turn Instagram followers into real estate clients? In this video, I'm gonna share exactly how you can do this by creating a powerful lead magnet. But not only that, I'm gonna break down the best lead magnets for real estate professionals that you can offer that are guaranteed to convert your audience into clients in less than 30 days. Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name's Seb, co-founder of Awake Broad Media, and we help real estate professionals grow and sell on social media with content marketing. Throughout my career, I have helped sell over $900 million worth of real estate with content. And today we're going to be talking about something that every realtor and real estate professional needs in order to stop cold calling and door knocking. And that is a lead magnet. So what is a lead magnet and why do you need one? Well, a lead magnet is a complete solution to a very narrow problem. And once solved, it reveals another problem that you can solve with your core offer. That is buying, selling, or investing in real estate. A lead magnet can come in various forms, such as video training, courses, guides, checklists. But the reason why you need a lead magnet is to grow your email list, because it's gonna help you establish authority, identify warm leads, and most importantly, it's gonna help you own your audience. Because when you're on social media, you don't own your audience, you're renting it, but you actually wanna get their information and bring them into your ecosystem. And that is why a lead magnet is very important as a real estate professional. And before I dive in, I wanna mention that the overall structure of what we're gonna be talking about today is based on Alex Hormozi's $100 million leads. Not only that, but I've actually used these exact same principles to generate tens of thousands of dollars, both for ourselves and for our clients inside of the Personal Brand Accelerator. Without further ado, let's dive in. Now, step number one is identifying the problem that you solve. And that's the first thing that you need to figure out. And if you're thinking, Seb, I help realtors buy, sell, and invest, I'm gonna stop you there. Because we have a saying in marketing, if you're speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one. So you need to think about your ideal customer's journey. Are they buyers? Are they sellers? Are they investors? Are they new first-time home buyers? Are they families looking to upsize or downsize? Or are they seasoned millionaires looking to invest? So really think of who exactly you're trying to help. So how do you figure this out? Well, my suggestion is to write down every single problem from start to finish that your ideal customer would have, right? The biggest problems are gonna be grouped into what is gonna be your core offer. And all the smaller little problems are gonna be your lead magnets and the bonuses for those who decide to work with you. Now for lead magnets, you wanna be looking for very specific problems that your ideal client has and needs to solve before making a decision to actually purchase or sell or invest in real estate. And what this is gonna do is gonna make them realize that they have a much bigger problem that they need to solve and that they're gonna need you for. And that's why a first-time home buyer guide works really well for real estate professionals. They help identify your ideal audience, they help warm up and qualify your leads, but most importantly, they build trust with your leads so that they can choose you as their realtor. And the same applies for any other roles in real estate, such as lawyers, investors, and real estate agents. An example for this would be the ultimate first-time homebuyer's guide for Vancouver's Lower Mainland. And by having a title like this, you're gonna identify who it's for, what place in the buyer's journey they're at, their location, and the promise that it's the ultimate guide that's gonna guide them through that journey. We'll look at some examples later, but up next, I wanna talk about the two different types of lead magnets that work best and why they are so effective for real estate professionals. Now, the second step in the lead magnet creation process is choosing the right type of lead magnet. The key to a high converting lead magnet is choosing the right type based on your audience's needs, pain points, and behaviors. A lead magnet must provide immediate value and be easily consumable on top of guiding them towards your paid offer. In fact, I would urge that your lead magnet is so valuable that they feel like they need to pay for it, but you're actually gonna be giving it away for free. And what this is gonna do is build reciprocity and trust. Now, here's the two best types of lead magnets for real estate professionals and why they work so well. First one is the reveal a problem lead magnet. So this can be presented as a free analysis, a quiz, or an assessment, something that exposes the gap between where they are and where they want to be. And once they see the issue clearly, working with you becomes a logical next step. So for realtors, you can think of a free home evaluation report, which helps homeowners see if they're underpricing their property before selling it. And this is great because it meets the home sellers at the time when they're still thinking about selling and considering who they're going to choose to help them through that journey. And by providing them that piece of value, you'll be able to step in there and build trust with them. And a great transition strategy from leads to clients would be that once you're able to get them to see the problem very clearly, you can offer them a free call, consultation, or an assessment that explains how to take the next step. The second type of lead magnet that you could consider is solving one step in a larger process. So this is one of the most effective lead magnet strategies because it helps your audience make progress quickly while also revealing a bigger problem that they need help for. So the way that this one works is that you can create a guide, a checklist, a video, or a tool that helps them complete one key step in their journey. And this is gonna make them feel like they're actually achieving progress and getting value. So they also realize that they need you to take the next step. So for realtors, this could be a home seller checklist of the 12 steps to getting top dollar when selling your home in Portland. This type of lead magnet is perfect for when your audience wants to take action now, but isn't ready for a full commitment. And also it helps people who like to do things themselves, but later realize that they actually need expert help. This type of lead magnet should naturally guide them towards your full offer by showing them the next steps that they still need to take after they completed that first one. As a real estate professional wanting to use social media to grow your business, it's very important that you educate yourself on the current marketing strategies that work in order for you to save time while building the most powerful asset that you can invest in today, which is your personal brand. So I hope that this video is something that you actually take action on. So now that you know what to offer, let's talk about how you can package it so people actually consume it and use it. And that's what we're going to be talking about next. A great lead magnet is great, but it's not just about what you give away. It's about how you package it so people actually use it, because if they don't use it, then they'll never be able to take the next step. Your lead magnet can be delivered in a variety of different formats. Some examples could be PDF guides or checklists. These are simple, downloadable, and very easy to consume. PDF guides or checklists also give a step-by-step solution in a very clear and structured way. So they're great for home buyers and sellers who want quick frameworks or answers to questions. And one of the easiest ways to create a PDF lead magnet is by signing up to Canva and using one of their templates. However, I do want to warn you, if you're a ChatGPT user, do not copy and paste what ChatGPT tells you to put into your lead magnet. You want to lean into your experience, your expertise as a real estate professional. You don't want to create a lead magnet that is cookie cutter information that I could Google and find anywhere. You want to provide a lead magnet that has real life experience in it so that people can actually see a unique perspective that nobody else is offering, which is going to build a really, really powerful connection with them and build trust. So this is a good opportunity to include case studies that you've actually worked on and go below the surface in the value that you offer. Another way of creating a lead magnet is with a video, and they're great for teaching concepts quickly and visually. Videos can come in the form of a video sales letter, but also high value videos such as this one that I'm creating right now. And the power of video is that they build trust very quickly with your audience because they can hear you, they can see you. Therefore, creating something like a neighborhood tour could be very valuable in terms of finding the people that are looking to live in a particular area, or breaking down the top 5 things to do in a city. This could be great for people that are wanting to relocate interstate or inter-province. And I would even argue that every real estate professional should be investing in video as a lead gen strategy. Just think about how many doors you could knock or how many phones you can call in 1 hour, and think about if you invest your time, 1 hour of your time into creating a video, how many more people you can reach on social media. And this is exactly how I help our clients inside of the Personal Brand Accelerator, where we research, script, edit, and publish content across all major platforms, and we'll even help you with your lead magnet. If you're curious to learn more, I'll leave a link in the description below. Another great way of delivering your lead magnet is with a quiz or a tool. And these are very engaging and interactive ways of delivering value. An example would be a quiz to know if you're ready to purchase your first home. And this is where you can capture data to know exactly where in the journey they are before taking the next step of working with you. Now that you know different ways of how you can package your lead magnet, how do you choose the best delivery? Well, you're gonna have to step into your customer's journey and figure out what would appeal to them the most. My tip would be to always have a video and a PDF, and then iterate your intellectual property as you evolve. That way you can have various ways of delivering the same value, but in different ways that people like to consume it. Now, coming up, I'm gonna be sharing the secret to making your lead magnet irresistible with a good title. And also the biggest mistakes that realtors make when naming their lead magnets. How do you create high converting titles that make people click and opt in? But first, I am genuinely curious. Are you a real estate agent? Are you a lawyer? Are you an investor? Comment down below so we can all get to know you a little bit more. Now let's talk about creating a compelling title. Your title is the most important part of your lead magnet. If it doesn't immediately capture attention, your audience is not going to download it no matter what. So think about it. People are bombarded with offers every single day. So if your title isn't good enough and it's not hooking your audience to spark curiosity and promise value, it will be ignored. So let's break down how to actually craft a title that makes people want to click and download it. First of all, you have to be very specific as to what they're going to be getting out of it. People don't like vague promises. They like when things are clear and specific, and they like tangible results. So the more specific that your title is, the more valuable that it's going to appear to them. Here's an example of a horrible title. Homebuyer's Guide. Here's an example of a really good title, The 7 Steps to Purchasing Your First Home in 30 Days. This works great because it gives your audience clarity as to what they're going to be getting and increases the perceived value of the lead magnet. Number 2, you want to be focusing on the outcome. So highlight the results that they're going to achieve. Your lead magnet should solve a pain point and help them reach a goal faster. So the title needs to emphasize this in it. A better title would be The Ultimate Homebuyer Guide for San Diego Young Professionals. This works great because it frames the value in terms of a desired outcome, not just generic information that they could ask Google or ChatGPT. And it also tells your audience who exactly it is for, which makes them think, this is for me. The third thing that makes a really good title is using numbers. So anything like clear steps, lists, formulas. An example of a good title would be The 7 Steps to Purchasing Your First Home in 30 Days. The reason why a title like this works is because numbers make content feel more organized, easier to implement, and easier to digest, which increase downloads. If you want to plug and play title formula for your lead magnet title, just go to the description below and I'll put it there for you. Now, the next step in creating a lead magnet that gets you leads within the next 30 days is to make it extremely, insanely, mind-blowingly valuable. Creating a high value lead magnet isn't just about giving away free stuff, right? It's about delivering so much value that people feel like they owe you something in return. When somebody downloads your lead magnet and once they use it, they should think to themselves, wow, I got so much value from this person that I actually want to work with them because I feel like they care about me. Not only that, I feel like they understand me and I feel like I could trust them. And that's the type of thought and the feeling that you want your audience to feel when they consume your lead magnet. So what makes a lead magnet very valuable? Well, you need to solve a very specific problem completely, and you cannot leave anything on the table. Don't leave them asking more questions or needing more answers. If your lead magnet feels like an incomplete solution, it's going to destroy the trust, and that's not what you want. So make sure to include things like checklists, for example, that really helps people take action, grab a pen and paper, and do something about it. And why is this important? Well, because if somebody downloads your lead magnet and they see results, that's actually going to build trust with you way faster and way more. And the third way that you can create a very valuable lead magnet is by making it relevant to your paid offer. Your lead magnet should naturally lead to your paid product, service, or offer. A good lead magnet could be maybe a video that breaks down every suburb in your city by cost, lifestyle, and demographics in order to help families figure out where's the best place to raise their kids. So before you create your lead magnet, think about, would my clients pay for this? Does it give real actionable value without overwhelming people? And does it naturally lead to them working with me? If the answer is yes, then you're on the right track. Now that you know that your lead magnet is insanely valuable, let's make sure that it actually gets used. So let's talk about calls to action. Once your audience downloads your lead magnet, what happens next? If you don't tell them what to do next, they're going to do nothing. And the lead magnet will just become another resource that they have on their hard drive instead of a conversation tool. And that's why every high performing lead magnet needs a direct call to action that guides people towards the next step in your sales process. But what makes a good call to action? Well, a call to action should be clear, direct. It shouldn't be vague. It shouldn't use complex language. It should be using very powerful and strong language. Words such as now are very important to be putting in there. So you need to think of your call to action as the bridge from the free value to them actually paying you and hiring you. So rather than putting something like, if you would like to book a call, here's my number, it's very passive. Instead, think about like, to purchase your first home in the next 30 days, call now, and then the number. But you also want to make sure that you don't come off too salesy, and instead just seamlessly add your call to action into your lead magnet in a way that feels natural and not too pushy. Now, my favorite way of including a call to action on a PDF is the very last page, because once they've actually gone through the PDF, they've gotten tons of value. They've been nurtured by you. So now is a good time to actually offer them a call to action. Alternatively, you could very naturally infuse it into the content, such as the way that I did in this video. As a bonus tip, you can actually schedule a follow-up email 24 to 48 hours after downloading your product or watching your video in order to see what they thought of it and if they're interested in taking the next steps. Now, when it comes to writing your call to action, you need to think about what is the next logical step for your audience. Do they need more information? Do they need to book a call? Is there a special offer that you can present them? Second, how can you make the call to action easy and valuable? For example, a free call or a discount or an exclusive training. And third, where are you going to be placing the call to action for maximum engagement? In an email follow-up or at the end of the lead magnet, or if it's a video, throughout the video. I recommend that you write down your call to action and test it. Show it to a few friends, maybe to family members, and ask them, hey, does this make you feel like you got to click this button? And see what they say. And if they say yes, then you're on a good track. Now that you've created a lead magnet, it's time to host it. And I'm gonna be breaking it down step by step in the next video, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. I'm gonna be showing you exactly where to host it for free so you can capture emails and retarget them through email marketing. Now that you've created an insanely valuable lead magnet and you've hosted it, it's time to get it in front of as many people as possible. And the best part about this is that you don't need an insane amount of followers. The reason for that is because of the way that social media works today. It's based more so on views than the actual followers that you have. The truth is, the best lead magnet in the world will not generate leads if nobody knows about it. So here's exactly how you can promote it effectively and consistently. The very first way is by hosting it on your website. You can either have it on your homepage or as a pop-up after a few seconds of somebody being on your website. Another way is your email list, sharing it with all your subscribers. The third way is low-cost ads on social media, such as boosting a post. Fourth way is collabs and partnerships on social media. So maybe like a role play with another real estate professional and then having a resource as the call to action. But the most effective way of distributing your lead magnet and actually getting leads is through social media, because your audience is already there. And here's a few ways that you can do it on social media. Number one, I would create a video or a carousel and pin it to the top of my profile. Number two, I would post about it regularly. Mention your lead magnet in educational posts, go on stories, create a carousel, create a few reels about it. Number three, I would include calls to action in a lot of my content, just prompting them to download by commenting a word and then using ManyChat to automate that process. I'll create a video on that later. The fourth way is creating a short video about it. So create a reel where you actually talk about your lead magnet, why you created it, and why it's so valuable to someone such as your ideal client. And the last way of promoting it on Instagram is by creating stories and polls. Having some engaging way of having a conversation with your audience is a great way of promoting that, because you can ask them questions such as where they are in their journey and kind of dig into the problems, dig into the desires that they have. And then in one of those slides be like, check out this resource that I created absolutely free for you to be able to solve this problem. So now that you know how to create a lead magnet and how to promote it, it's time to actually create some content. If you're looking to do this yourself, I'm gonna give you a special gift for sticking around to the end of this video. And I'm gonna be sharing a 30-day social media strategy already done for you. I'll put it down in the description and you can download it for free. But if you're a real estate professional who is tight on time and you actually wanna grow your personal brand, inside of our Personal Brand Accelerator is how we help real estate agents, investors, and lawyers research, script, edit, and distribute content across all platforms with only 5 hours of your time per month. Like Derek, who made $25,000 in the first 3 weeks of working with us with over 250,000 views. Or AJ, who got his first lead from social media within 3 posts with only 500 followers. Or Erin, a real estate lawyer getting weekly leads into her practice with content on social media. If you want to learn more, book a free consultation. I'll put the link in the description, and let's grow your audience, brand, and revenue with social media. My name's Seb, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.